They mocked her in a job interview for her hair. Then she shocked everyone. Loveth woke up early that morning with a smile on her face. She had ironed her black suit the night before and polished her shoes until they shined. The job interview meant everything to her. It wasn't just a job, it was a chance to change her life. She stood in front of the mirror and admired her natural curls. They were thick, bold, and beautiful. Her mother always told her, "Your hair is your crown. Don't ever hide it." Loveth believed those words. But as she prepared her documents and placed them neatly in her brown folder, she whispered a small prayer. "God, let today be my day." She carried herself with hope. Yet deep inside, a tiny voice asked if the world would ever truly see her for who she was, not just how she looked. She walked out of her small apartment, her heels clicking on the pavement. Her heart pounded with nervous energy as she entered the tall glass building. The company logo was shining like gold at the entrance. She whispered again, "This is my chance." Loveth was escorted into the waiting room. Other candidates sat stiffly, scrolling through their phones, each dressed in sharp suits. Some glanced at her and then at her hair. She noticed the stares but looked away, clutching her folder tightly. When her name was called, she stood up and walked into the interview room. A long table stretched across the space with 4 people seated behind it. 3 men and 1 woman. The oldest man sat quietly at the far end, his face unreadable. The younger white man in the middle leaned back in his chair with a smirk. "So, Loveth," he began, dragging her name as if it tasted strange in his mouth. "Tell us why you think you belong in a company like this." The way he said belong sent a chill down her spine. But she took a deep breath, lifted her chin, and answered confidently about her skills, her years of experience, and the results she had delivered for her previous company. The woman interviewer nodded slightly, but the smirking man chuckled. "Interesting. And you came here with that hair? Don't you think it's a little unprofessional? Our clients prefer a certain image." He waved his hand around his head, mocking her curls. The other 2 men chuckled softly, trying to hide their laughter. Loveth's stomach twisted. Her throat felt dry. She looked at them, then at her folder. Her mind screamed, "Stay strong," but her heart cracked. She forced herself to finish answering the questions, even as the recruiter shook his head like she was wasting his time. When it was over, she walked out with shaky legs. The laughter echoed in her ears. On the bus ride home, Loveth stared out of the window. The city looked busy and full of life, but inside she felt empty. She replayed the moment again and again. His words cut deep. With that hair, she touched her curls and felt shame creeping in. For the first time, she wished she had straightened it.